What's up, my Finna loves? It's Miss Finna D coming to you all from Vina Team and News.
I don't know. I really, guys, and listen, I love you all. Play devil's advocate for me because this is one thing I've told you guys a thousand times that I really want to understand every little thing that happens in my life. So please explain to me, why do people hate me after my marriage? Now, I get it. You know, he came out and he lied on me and he said this and that. Even if you believed his lies about me cheating with my assistant or him sneaking into the house or whatever the case. If that was the end of my marriage, and clearly he had already been with this person for a while to get engaged to her, and then I ended up pregnant, and then we made our relationship what we made it, and we moved on, he moved on. Why am I being taunted for it? I just left. That is one thing in all of this I still have not been able to wrap my mind around. Why is it that people have this divide and conquer thing between me, my ex, Portia, Jalen? I'm like, she came in and stole my husband, while we were trying to get ourselves together and going to therapy. I didn't do that to anybody else. So I'm just trying to understand. Did I move the fuck on really quickly? Absolutely, 100%, because you're not about to diss me and have me waiting at home for months with your kids, and then I'm sitting here looking fucking stupid. Look at me and look at you. Look at me and look at you. So yes, of course, I moved the fuck on and I had my baby, okay? But regardless of that, I'm trying to figure out, why is it that people are doing this whole, I'm team this and I'm team that and how dare you ever. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, but it's the divide and conquer thing. Like, you can be haters all day. That's something I did to these people. I didn't do shit. I moved on quickly. You guys saw me mourn a bit, but I'm trying to figure out why the whole divide and conquer thing. Is it hard for you to trust women now after your experience? It's always been hard for me to trust women from gate. This is not the first time a woman has stabbed me in the back. Listen, there are some good women out there. There are some loyal women out there. There are some really big and kind-hearted women out there. And then there are some fucking snakes. And yeah, it's just always been hard to trust women from the very beginning. Before this relationship, the person that I was with for 4 years, had a child with him. He was sleeping with my best friend.
Damn. I'm sorry.
Who slept at our house, like, I don't know, not every other day, like every week, because she lived so far away from us, and she would come and visit me, help me out around the house and stuff, because I had the kids and everything. She was fucking him the whole time. I didn't even see it. God, I'm fucking stupid.
There's absolutely nothing stupid, Falynn, about you trusting that your best friend would have been just that, your best friend. Come to your home and be your best friend and not bleep your man. So no, you're not stupid. You are an amazing person who trusts people, and the betrayal and everything is on them. It's on that best friend. The blame is not on you, and that's just that. My goodness. I do admire Falynn's strength and the fact that she can laugh through it all and move on and find love again and be willing to love again, because after such betrayal back to back, to even want to trust again, love again, say yes again, to a marriage proposal and all of that, I do love her resilience and the fact that I'm going to continue to live my life. I'm going to continue to be happy. I know that there are some messed up people out there, but I'm not going to put my life on hold just because this person did me wrong. I'm going to continue to trust the process and live my life. There are some people that after such betrayal, their walls go up and they're like, at this point, bleep love. For you to be in a relationship for that long and then your best friend to do that to you, the only thing that I will say that I disagree with is you stole my husband. No one can steal a grown man, okay? So that part, Falynn she's always held Simon accountable. Now, Simon, after having his fun with Portia, allegedly, we all know the story. He came back home, apologized, withdrew the first divorce filing that he did in January. That's why he filed for divorce twice. Withdrew it. Falynn was the one who said, absolutely not, like she just explained, and I'm moving on my life. And of course, you have people saying things like, but if he came back to you, even after what he did, yes, he was wrong for allegedly cheating with Portia and doing what he did, but he chose you and he came back home and was willing to work things out with you and cancel the divorce and all of that, was posting you all over his page, talking about equally yoked and all of that. So did she really steal him? If he came back home, I get it, he came back home, but the fact that he stepped out and disrespected his vows and his wife and their marriage and all of that, he broke it at that point. So whatever she chose to do after that point, that was up to her because he broke the vows that he took. So to her, okay, you came back, but are you really mine if you're running out here and doing whatever with whoever allegedly? No. Just because I have the ring and yes, I'm the wife that everyone knows, that's not the life that I want for me. Wanted to quickly jump in and say this Instagram live was recorded a few days ago. So no, Falynn is not taking time out of her fiance Jalen's first Father's Day to talk about Portia and Simon. Absolutely not. Falynn also have a book coming out. She's been going on Instagram Live a lot, promoting the book, and people ask her questions about it. So she's not coming on Instagram Live and just like, yep, let's talk about Simon and Portia. Absolutely not. She was on there for over an hour talking about really important topics, which I'm going to post separately. But because Falynn was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta for a few minutes, whenever she talked about them, it is very relevant to this channel because I cover those ladies a lot. So that's why I'm posting this part of the Instagram Live. Now, I wanted to include this part when we were talking about what Falynn, former best friend, did, sleeping with the father of her child. But I basically always say the same thing because, when you believe and you stand firm in something, then your message never change. But I do want to insert this clip right here from the video I did when she was doing her makeup. We had this same conversation where another best friend was around, and the way how she was Jalen and talking about Jalen, people were telling Falynn to watch out. And I just said, I admire her ability to move on and trust again. Well, I want you all to hear what I had to say about this other best friend in this video. For those of you who have seen it, just move on. You've heard it. But for those of you who missed it, here you go. He was coming in. This was her friend reaction.
Yes. Yes.
Come on, sexy brother. Sexy brother. Sexy brother.
You look good.
Niggas telling me to wear shorts. Listen, I will get them to this like Nike boot shorts still right here.
No. I like the jeans, yeah.
I like the jeans.
I like the jeans.
I like
with the sneaks.
the little the little white t-shirt.
Your t-shirt, the cut, the teeth, the eyes, the beard.
Okay, no games.
That's horny ass. Please get her.
Oh yes, get me. Hi.
Yeah, you gonna smoke hookah while we get dressed because I don't need her to take longer than what we need to take. Cause we need to makeup on me.
I know how to do makeup.
I got a white shirt on. We need to pull up, and
So from her friend excitement to her friend over talking Falynn while Falynn is trying to compliment Jalen and tell him he looks good, and she's over talking her, telling him how good he looks. Of course, Falynn kept talking and made it, flirty and sexual. So her friend had to back up and told him to get a room or whatever else she said. But as you can see, they were joking around and she refers to him as her sexy brother. But because of everything that happened with Portia, and even though Portia and Falynn were not BFFs, the fact that Portia was around Falynn and now we see Portia's about to marry Simon, people were all in the comments. I took a screenshot of the comment. Falynn, watch your man around Lala, which is the friend just celebrating her sexy brother.
Sexy brother, sexy brother, sexy brother.
Falynn did explain in the live that she and Jalen met this girl together, and from the moment they met her, they were like, yep, she's gonna be our friend. But I'm just saying, if Falynn is comfortable with it and this is her life, then who am I to say, oh girl, watch your back? However, people need to understand that if a man wants to cheat, he will. There's absolutely nothing you can do to stop a man who wants to cheat. You can be the most amazing woman, and if that's what he wants to do, he will do it. So this whole, oh my gosh, be careful who you bring around. If your man is disrespectful and dumb enough to make a move on your friends, throw the whole man away. And if you have to question your friend's intentions around your man, throw the whole friend away, because that is not a friend. So I'm here for Falynn bouncing back, living her life and enjoying her friends, and not allowing things that happened to her in her past to hinder her growth. I'm not saying be naive. And for the people saying things like, but Jalen ain't got Simon money, but Jalen is a catch in someone else's eyes. This young man stepped up to take care of Falynn and all of her children and put a ring on it. They have a daughter together. He stepped up. He's doing something that most men his age would run in the opposite direction from. That's admirable. And there are women out there that's looking at him saying, my goodness, I still do feel like, yes, Falynn girl, take your time, go and get some healing. But the ability to say, I'm not going to allow the hurt and the things that happened to me to keep me there. I'm going to move on my life. I'm going to live. I'm going to be happy. Kudos to her for that. But just because financially you might think Jalen is it in all of the other departments, and financially he's good as long as he and Falynn are living within their means. And we all heard it. I do not have to play the video over and over again. Falynn isn't broke either, and Jalen have an amazing career. So I wish them the best. But all I'm saying is, if your man wants to cheat, he's gonna cheat. So this whole watch him around your friend or watch your friend. Yeah, watch your friend. And if you have to watch your friend, then maybe don't be throwing the F word as in friend around too easily, because that's not your friend. But I completely 100% see and understand where that comment is coming from due to the whole history and what just happened to Falynn in her previous marriage and all of that. Wow, so hearing the new information about another friend, what I'm gathering is Falynn is always around people who wants her life. And then the people that she's dating, married to, or engaged to, they don't have the willpower to say, I'm not going to disrespect my marriage, my relationship, my fiance, and step out. I'm going to be respectful enough and not do that. Well, I'm wishing Falynn and Jillian the best, because as you can see, she's clearly not putting up any walls and saying, oh, I'm not going to get friends, or I'm not going to date anymore because I'm so hurt. Bleep men, bleep women. She's not doing that. She's moving on with her life, and she's trusting that these other friends and people that she have in her life will not be backstabbers. But based on what she had to say about friendships in general, you can see that she's still traumatized and scarred by it, okay? So yes, she does have friends and people that she trusts, but based on her experiences, I'm glad that she's going to counseling. Here's what she had to say about...
Do I have a best friend? I don't really like to use that term. I'm not good at having friends. That actually, and don't quote me on that because it could be a traumatic response. That could be trauma that can be coming from me that I just haven't unveiled yet. I've been so busy with myself and trying to find myself and trying to understand my relationships or failed relationships and my children that me saying that I don't believe in having friends or everlasting friends could be a traumatic response that I've yet to unveil. But as of right now, I don't believe in having everlasting friends. Because, shut up, idiot, not you. Besides Jalen. Because they never served me properly. What are you doing? Because they never served me properly. Not that they're all evil or wrong or anything like that. My friendships actually end up being almost... I would say almost equivocally detrimental as my relationships. They hurt just as bad when they do something hurtful. The only thing about me is when it comes to friends, I don't necessarily know. This is actually a downfall of mine, actually, now that I'm coming out and saying it. I don't necessarily know how to communicate my emotions when it pertains to friendships. Like if they hurt my feelings, I don't know how to say you hurt my feelings. I'll just cut you the fuck off. And it's probably a traumatic answer. It's a very emotionally unbalanced and unsafe type of response. I realize that, but I'm empty. I don't know how. I'm not cheering to a spigot. I just now realized that. Just now. That gave you a hard on. Could you go away? I'm trying to focus. Bitch, I didn't say anything about I do need therapy.
Not you need therapy, and Falynn is admitting like, yep, I do. Before I continue, I just wanted to just speak on their playful dynamics and their relationship. For those of you who are not aware, they play around like this all the time because there were some people in the comments like, oh my gosh, she tells and joke around with each other. But Falynn, if your friends, okay, your so-called friends are sleeping with your men, if your so-called friends are betraying you on that level, then absolutely your reaction is 100% correct. If your friends are hurting you on such a level, they're not your friends and you have no business talking to them ever again. The only form of communication is you expressing how much they hurt you, reading them, letting them have it, and then that's it. Cutting them off, because there's absolutely no amount of I'm sorry and this is the reason why I did it that will ever make that situation okay. So based on what you are explaining when it comes to how your friends and people have treated you, that reaction of cutting them off, absolutely. Now for other things that happen in the friendship, yes, it's good to talk and communicate because that will also help your learning process, because you might think they were wrong. I'm talking about different situations, not, the whole my friend slept with my man. You might think they were wrong, you were right, but there's something they could say to you to say, Falynn, you did this, and maybe you did not realize it, and this is the reason why I reacted this way. That way you can learn to do better in your friendships as well. So absolutely, just like relationships, friendships, you have to communicate as well.
No one never not needs therapy. However, I have the worst experiences in finding therapists. They suck. They suck ass. My relationship therapist sucked. My divorce therapist sucked. I only had one good therapist. And then I got back in the relationship that she told me to leave. Or she didn't tell me to leave because no therapist tells you. But essentially that's what she was saying. And that it wasn't good for me. And that it wasn't good for me. And I got back in it and I tried to go back to her. And I told her I got in it. I went back to it and then I had this big ass rock on my finger. And she was disgusted at the fact that I went back to this person. But no, I really suck at finding therapists. Therapists don't suck ass. You suck ass. I probably do. So, was that supposed to hurt my feelings? I chose to be a prosecutor to deal with a lot of my childhood trauma. Ooh, Janice, really? How's it working for you? Did it work? Seriously, finding the right therapist for you is all about trial and error, and I understand that now. After going through 8 or 9. It's all about trial and error. And then I also suffer from ADD, and I don't like to take my medication when I go into therapy because I want to be there. I want to be my authentic self so that they can actually diagnose me properly. Yeah, I'm a weirdo like that. So, bitch, I ain't never had no bipolar disorder. Now you just coming up with shit.
When I put something in a title, it's normally at the beginning of the video, but because Falynn did this Instagram live on a completely different day, you will notice that her outfit and hair and everything is different. That file, there were some issues with it, and I didn't want to hold up the video while trying to find it again. So I went ahead and did the entire editing and recording, and I was finally able to get the file back where she said it. That's why it's in the back of the video. Let's get into it. Let me quickly add some context. Falynn was talking about the nicest people that she knows. And she said some of the nicest people that she knows are gay. And then she said how members of her family, they are gay as well. She loved gay people. They are amazing, uplifting, and she was going on and on about it. But then people were being disrespectful in the comments. And the reason why I'm not including that segment is because it took me forever to edit every F-bomb that she dropped because she went completely off because there were people being disrespectful saying the conversation was going great until you mentioned, gay people. So there were people just being disrespectful. So I took that part out because my video would have been flagged for all of the F-bombs she was dropping because she got upset, okay? She felt like the person was disrespecting her family. Those people were blocked from the live. And then she went into even women, some women they're not supportive, of me. And then that's when she said, especially Black women, okay? I wanted to let you all know where this is all coming from. She didn't just randomly just say, Black women are like, they were having a whole conversation about nice people, great people, gay people, and then this is...
Fuck. And the nicest people that have taken me under their wing and love me are gay. And I hate to say it, but not even women, not even especially Black women. They've been very rude. They've been very mean. They say all types of shit to me in my DMs, all types of crazy shit, hurtful things. But you know who's always been on my side? Gays. They've always made me feel good about myself. Because they've been there, done that, and they've had to deal with everybody else's ridicule. So fuck out of here. What? I said there have been Black women who are mean to me. I didn't say all Black women are mean to me. Learn how to listen. I said there have been Black women who are mean to me, and the people who have been constantly uplifting me in my DMs specifically are gays. That's what I said. I never said anything about all Black women. What? What are you even saying? Let's calm down. and mentioning that black women have been saying bad things to me in my DMs is not being negative. That's being truthful and honest, because I can screenshot and post it all day, every day, and you guys would be surprised. I can say that people have been rude, and it has been them. If you don't like it, too fucking bad. I don't like it either. Welcome to my world.
Now, you are aware that we are living in sensitive time where if you don't phrase things properly, people are ready to cancel you, misinterpret what you're saying, even though we can clearly see this is a black woman standing in front of us, okay? Yes, she's mixed, but her father is black. She's a black woman. So if her experience is that black women are being hateful towards her, she can say that, okay? Because there are people taking her words and twisting it. Oh, Falynn said all black women are black women, because of how just straightforward and blunt she is in the way how she said it. She was simply just giving her opinion and her experience. And if you think about it, yes, most of her supporters are black, but the people who are hating the Portia Williams supporters, not all, but some of them, and also the new supporters that Simon now have from the Portia side, most of them are black women. So it makes sense that majority of her hate is coming from black women. Also, the reason why not all black women go around hating each other. She never said all black women. She just said most of the haters are black women. I'm not saying because someone is black, you should excuse their bad behavior because they're black. No, but I'm just saying sometimes we go too far with the degrading each other, not wanting to see each other win, not wanting to uplift each other, and just taking the hate too far. At the end of the day, yes, you might support Portia and Simon and whatever it is that you want to believe, but is what Falynn doing, Simon, Portia, all of them, really changing anything in your personal life for you to go that far to drag this woman in her DM? So that's all she was saying. She's not sitting on Instagram Live crying like, oh my gosh, I'm allowing strangers to get to me. She was just saying, I receive hate all the time based on the situation that I find myself in publicly. And here's where majority of my hate comes from. And here's where majority of my love comes from. So that's that. I am wishing Falynn and Jillian and the entire family absolutely nothing but the best. That was a lot, and it's just so interesting how she just freely come on here and just is always transparent. Like I said, Falynn book will be released in July, so she's been doing Instagram lives to promote her book. But before the book and anything else, she was always on Instagram Live, because if you heard the last video I posted on Falynn, she's still controlled in her relationship with Simon. She wasn't allowed to do certain things. So being in the house, most of the time, being a stay-at-home mom, she found some type of comfort being able to come on Instagram Live and have conversations with her supporters. There are things that she was promoting about the book. I included it in the first Instagram Live I did on this. So that's the reason why I did not repeat them. But I'm wishing all of you well.
And we're good. All right, we're good to go. Okay guys, I'm gonna go pick out my outfit. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna hurry up and find a fucking outfit and just throw something on real quick before Jalen kills me. Thank you all for joining me so much in this live. I'm so glad I got to talk with y'all like all night and talk about crazy things, all types of subjects. I will be back very soon. Love you all. Be kind to one another, and bye.
And here my final loves. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.